Hey guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am delighted to be joined by Mr. Eddie Hearn. How are you feeling, Eddie?
Tired, it's been a long night.
It's 1 a.m.
It's been a long week, yeah. But no, good night. I mean, Katie, obviously, legend. Tough fight against Carabao. She won most rounds, but Carabao was awkward, strong, long arms, and she could punch a bit as well, and good performance. Kiko Martinez just incredible, against Jordan Gill. Johnny Fisher, mad fans, and a good performance as well. Ellie Scottney becomes European champion. Gary Cully, sensational, first round knockout. Maisie Rose comes out in the madness of the co-main event. Whittaker Hart Ellison, great fight, and Jordan Reynolds and John Hedges, great night of boxing.
It was a great night of boxing. I mean, in terms of obviously the Jordan Gill Kiko Martinez fight, Kiko kind of does what he says on the tin. He's almost the gatekeeper of that division.
He's a gatekeeper really at world championship level, because he's good enough to beat the world champions. And Jordan stepped up tonight. Wasn't good enough. Not sure how much the Gurphy fight had an effect on him. It's difficult to say because you don't want to take anything away from Kiko Martinez, but I thought it was a great performance from him. He's very heavy-handed, and he was too much for Jordan tonight.
Quite surprising, actually, because I actually thought in the first few rounds Jordan was using his footwork, his lateral movement really, really well. But I guess just that size of Kiko and that explosive power he has, it overwhelmed Jordan. Yeah,
pressure, and with those small gloves on, can really punch.
In terms of obviously Katie's fight against Carabao, I think I've said that appropriately. A lot of people counted her out as an opponent, but she was quite game, quite awkward.
Good fighter, unbeaten. I mean, they're 40-0 between them. She's not unbeaten for a reason. She's a very good fighter. And it was a tough fight. It's difficult when you don't really know anything about these opponents, and they raise their game. You imagine fighting Katie Taylor, got a chance to change their life, become undisputed. So they always raise their game, and I thought she boxed well.
In terms of obviously, Croke Park, there's talks of Amando Serrano being the one to face Katie Taylor in Croke Park. Is that something that you're going to be pushing towards?
Absolutely. Croke Park has to be next, and Serrano, I just feel like it's the perfect opponent. There are other options, but that would be a great fight to make at Croke Park.
Obviously, there's other females now pushing through, maybe coming up into that division. If Amando Serrano isn't an option for that, who would you be looking at?
You've got Alicia Baumgarten. You've got another great event next week, Chantel Cameron against Jessica McCaskill, the winner of that. There's massive fights out there. I just feel that Serrano is the one suited for Croke Park.
In terms of obviously next week, you've mentioned a fight on the card. That's a humongous card that's taking place in Abu Dhabi. Tell us a little bit about that.
Abu Dhabi, I think it's the card of the year. Bivol Ramirez is a massive fight. I mean, Chantel Cameron against McCaskill. Zelfa Barrett goes for the world title. Galauya fight, Kauya fight, Campbell Hatton, Akib Fiaz. It's just an amazing night. All takes place next week.
All eyes on Abu Dhabi. Thank you, Eddie, for your time.
Thank you.